Hello everyone and welcome to my first video on Parcel Simulator. You can obviously you may wonder why I'm on the pause menu already and have some time in the game. Basically, I've skipped the tutorial because I've recorded this introduction and this video about 4 or 5 times. I can't seem to decide quite right on the audio quality. This is the third microphone I've tried, so yeah, let me know in the comments how you think this microphone sounds. If it's rubbish, I'll try another one, and we'll just keep going until we get it right. So anyway, I forgot to introduce the channel. It is Sim It Up. Just gonna call it Sim, purely for ease for everybody. But yeah, I'm sure everyone by now knows this game, Parcel Simulator. If not, it's essentially just a day in the life at a warehouse. Parcels to accept, parcels to decline, and plenty of mistakes to make along the way. So today, the main objective is to simply just approve, deny. Nothing strenuous. I know the game tries to push straight away to get the weight upgrades and serial number scanners. I'm not totally new at the game, as I say. I've done the tutorial a couple of times. I've tried to shoot this video a couple of times, so I know roughly the direction the game tries to guide you. Just taking it at your own speed, really. Like, I know now, I could just empty all these trucks, put all the parcels on the floor, another one will come. But if I start to try and go too fast with it, that's when I'll make a mistake. I'm very prone to throwing the wrong box down the chute just because of complacency of not looking what I actually did. And I do it all the time. All the time. But at least from having a couple of plays through, you don't have to see the awkwardness of learning the controls, trying to read the objectives. At least I know what I'm doing. If anyone's wondering why there was a little cut there, I'll be honest, I got stuck behind the TV. Don't know why, don't know how, don't know why it's on the floor. What person has the TV on the floor? Nobody. But I guess this is meant to be a warehouse simulator. But again, no warehouse I've ever worked in has had a TV on the floor. But anyway, let's just get on to getting our customers their parcels via... what is that even called? Ski lift. That's what we'll call it. Definitely a cable car. Oh, there'll be a lot of that. Not knowing what something's called, calling it the wrong thing, being pretty confident I'm right, and instantly correcting myself because I'm a bit of an idiot. But yeah, this game is pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. It does try to automate itself. Well, I have to automate it, but it does try to push me that way. There's no point in automating it straight away, unless you're doing a speed run. I personally am not. I couldn't think of anything worse, because I'll just make 1,000 mistakes. My ultimate aim is to try to make no mistakes, but you guys at home watching have probably spotted 1,000 mistakes already, screamed at the TV, phone, iPad, probably called me an idiot and turned it off. But hopefully we won't turn into carnage doing one parcel at a time. Not for day one anyway. But day two, gotta speed things up, can't be boring. Just throw that in there. Just keep going. The day ends at 5 o'clock if people don't know that. Trucks will keep coming. I believe the game didn't used to have them constantly restock themselves. However, during updates, as this game's getting on a bit now, these seem to just be a lot faster, give you a bit more interesting. But in the same breath, you can slow it down as much as you like just by not unloading the truck. Because I can leave that parcel there all day and then nothing else will come. I don't know if you get more loading bays, I can't quite remember. If you do, obviously that's something we're going to have to try and automate, because I am not running back and forward all day. Such as this decline chute. I am not running back and forth to this forever. So the first thing I think I'm going to do with the automation is set up belts to go from my desk straight to the decline chute. Decline seems to be my most popular thing to do, and that's really because when you get into weight, everything seems to weigh the incorrect amount all the time. As you see there, we just submitted 8 declines, 8 correct declines, so we're off to a good start. I hope we can keep it up, but I am very doubtful. Not that being pessimistic, I just know my own abilities on these games. I do tend to lose focus, go off on a little rant or a tangent. People may not enjoy that, people may. It's just all about finding that middle ground and just what your personal preference is. If at any point in this video anyone has a little comment to make, such as, God, I wish this guy would be quiet for a little bit, or I wish he'd change mic, I wish he'd up his graphics, lower his volume, all them things. Again, I'm so small, I will read absolutely everything that is put there. So don't be afraid to just tell me any support, any comments, negative or good. It's good to me. No publicity is bad publicity. That's what they say. So any tips, tricks, I'll take them graciously. I do also want to apologise if you can hear my keyboard. Essentially, I did buy a keyboard, and then it was, let's say, lost by a reputable company. Lost in inverted commas, as it was around Christmas time, and I can guarantee I know where that parcel's gone. However, can't make assumptions like that, can we, in the world? But yeah, so I'm stuck with a keyboard I basically found under my bed from when I used to play Minecraft back in the day. So yeah, that's really the limit of my computer knowledge, just having to play on Minecraft. And for any computer players listening, I do have a question for you. How is your pinky not hurting all the time? I don't usually play a computer, so my pinky never has to do anything. Now it's constantly on the shift button for sprinting, and I tell you now, it just wants to fall off completely. Oh no, we seem to have made a mistake already. Incorrect inspection sticker applied to parcel. Invalid denial, parcel was valid for approval. Country. I feel like I may have done that right, but submitted it in the wrong chute, because that is something I will do. Well, let's try again with the valids. What? Oh no, I did two more. Incorrect inspection sticker. Invalid approval criteria. Country was invalid. Country is... Oh, I feel like when I open my mouth to say the countries may not be too hard to remember, I was clearly lying. I've got 3 wrong for all for countries. So clearly my made up geography is not up to scratch, is it? Anyway, with that being the end of day 1, I suppose we can't fight the natural progression any longer, so let's go to tablet. Shop. Scales. Check out. And we need to get these scales in first before we can buy the weight contract. Go get that. Drop and open. Oh, I seem to have weighed myself. Let's have a look. What does that even say? I don't know. It'd probably be some insult. I'm heavy. Let's just place that down here. So I can just go like that. In theory, not in practice. Buy the license. So from tomorrow, we now need to start weighing our parcels. And let's go to our emails. So I don't know why it does that. If you notice it sometimes, it struggles to load in the text on the email. I'm not going to read it all, but essentially we've got the weight class license, so we need to start weighing items. There's the weight classes, A to E. I try to remember it as just 5, 10, 15, and then add 10 each time. If it's got E, you don't bother weighing it, in my opinion, because it can go through no matter what it weighs. Let's shut the door. No one coming in. Shut my little container. And off to bed for day one. Oh, I can interact with the microwave. It's a shame I've got nothing to put in it. Sleep. Let's have a look. So 10 correct approvals, 2 incorrect approvals, 40 incorrect denials, and an incorrect denial. So see, I was saying that denial seems to be more popular. I believe that'll increase drastically when the weight gets involved. So quicker I can get belts to take it that distance for me, the easier. Not just on me running back and forward, but on my little finger holding shift, absolutely killing me. Let's load in for day 2. Starting the weights category. And I'll just clean up these bags. If anyone doesn't know by now, if you pick up the bags, it's just depending on the size, it's just that a bit of extra money. Always useful, especially when you're getting 3 to, let's say 3 to 5 on a good day of invalid submissions. So let's start the day. Oh, so I should really set up my tab. Oh, your first bill is here. Lovely. Electricity. 36. I'll try to keep on top of those because I don't want to pay interest. I don't want to pay interest in a game for something that I have to pay for in real life. But that's, I play the game to get out of real life. Start the day. So this has got an A sticker, so 5 kilos. And let's have a look. So that's fine. Check the country. I think off memory that country is perfectly fine. Except famous last words. And keep going. Okay, D. The country seems fine. Can weigh. I've already forgot the weights. It's 20 kilos. Check the weight just to be sure. Yes, 20 kilos. That's wrong. So decline. Which means I've got to do a long walk to throw it in. As you can see, I always handle parcels with care. 5-star service, that's what they say. 15 kilo limit. 11. Pretty sure I've said many times that the declines increase when you get weight involved. So far I'm 2 for 1, so I may as well just shut up really, trying to make predictions on this game. This parcel pre-declined. E-sticker, don't have to weigh it, but pre-declined anyway, and delivering by, I can't remember what I called it before. Ski lift, it'll come back to me again if I say it. Cable car, there we go. If anyone wonders how my brain works, most of the time it doesn't, so if you figure it out, please tell me. B, so that's overweight, declined. I'm not too bad at logical puzzles, games, or just monotonous tasks, really. I will remember the most pointless things about a game. Like, I won't remember the country. Probably the most things you have to check every time because it doesn't tell you. But I will remember the weight classes, which makes no real sense as weight classes. It's not that important. As I say, when we get into automation, I will first thing doing automate and weight because it takes too long. However, in my own head, organising the conveyor belts is going to be a logistics nightmare. In real life, to be fair, I've worked with conveyor belts and logistics before, but I tend to just copy what was set up next door, for example, and just redo it again and rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. I've never had to actually make a system on my own. But, oh, pre-declined, delivery by cable car. I feel like the game sends these in because it knows I don't remember the name of it. But yeah, so hope everyone stays along for the journey, as this is obviously video 1, so hopefully things will get better as it goes along. No promises. Absolutely no promises. Be hopeful, but I can't promise anything. Only thing I can promise is I shall do my best, whether that means just shutting up a little bit, playing some music occasionally, just keeping the peace. Got another cable car. Must be delivering to the Alps or something. There we go. If anyone listening can't already tell, I do struggle a little bit with what to talk about, and that little bit of filler. I'm assuming again that'll just come with time, interaction, and I am also debating doing some of these videos live on Twitch. The channel's linked in the YouTube channel itself, Sim It Up, but I use the same name, same picture. It should be easy to find. I do aim to stream once, twice a week, depending on my actual real life working schedule. I change all the time. Anyway, let's submit these 8 declines, see how good I did. Or bad I did. Oh, look at that. 8 out of 8. Must be like I'm perfect. Let's finish the day off. That's it. Oh, I didn't weigh it. 15 kilos. Ah, I've been okay. I'd have been okay. See, I have a new objective. I'm just going to empty this truck to save some time. I know the objective from doing this bit a few times. Obviously, I've recorded this video quite a couple of times now. 28, that's declined. Oh. So I'm just going to take these 2 into the contract room with me, because I know the contract. You have to plug down to open it. I know the contract is simply just send off 2 parcels. It's the tutorial contract, nice and easy, nothing difficult. Can't believe you can't open a door while having a parcel in your hand. I mean, you've got arms, use your arm. That's what I always do, and then usually spill a cup of tea down myself, because obviously I've used my arms instead of my hands. Let's go to contracts. Tutorial contracts must contain 2 parcels, except all for the van. Nice Ford Transit. Driven a few of those in my time. Fun fact, if it's got this little bump, it means it's got a reversing camera. If it doesn't, tell your depot you're not taking it because you'll hit something. Or if you're a better driver than me, take it and don't moan. I have received a new email. Surely at this point that is for the natural progression stage. I'm just going to ignore that for the rest of the day. Simply because I just want to finish the day out, get some cash, because I'm sure, if memory serves, it's automation it's pushing for now to the air freight. However, with the conveyors being $100 each, I feel it's 10 or 11 to get to the decline chute. Never mind the air freight chute, which I add isn't open daily. So I need to make a sort of holding area. So there's no point me advancing at this moment, because I'll just not have the money to do it. Maybe after today I could have the money. Don't need to weigh that. It's got an E sticker. That's a real place, real flag. Approved. This is A, so it needs to be B, so it needs to be 10 kilos. There we go, 8.2. Has anyone ever worked with a set of scales slower? Usually scales, you just put it on and it's straight there. When you stand on it, it tells you to get off. Or is that just me? Let's have a look. Category C. 15 kilos. Okay, approved. I've already seen that flag 100 times. On more land. Approve. That little background noise there means it's 5 o'clock. Day's over. We don't deliver via McDonald's, so decline. And last parcel of the day, and then we should get into the submissions. Nice and slow. Let's hope for a perfect day. Easy. Don't deliver by birthday cake. Declined. Right. Let's see how good we did today. Perfect. The suspense is killing me in that little moment where it doesn't quite click over. Oh, obviously. 2 incorrect parcels. Let's have a look. Country was invalid. Of course it was. Country was invalid. Oh, I remember doing the pronouns on the red and the white were the wrong way around. I did put a decline sticker on it. I'm 100% confident I did. I could even go back and check, but I'm not gonna. But yeah, I can guarantee what happened there was I've put the right sticker on and just took it over there. Can't wait for belts because it makes hopefully minimise these mistakes. Anyway, for sale, warehouse expansion tier 1. To purchase. Unlocking as I precursored, unlocked a new cargo type. Submit parcels through the cargo gate type export door. If no doors are available for a valid cargo, set the parcel aside and check the cargo type calendar for the next delivery day. So now we are doing air freight, aviation freight, whatever you want to call it. Essentially, as it says, it's not taking it today, but you can always stack it up on here. And that's just like a holding area, so there'll be some days, maybe you'll get a couple of parcels for air freight, but you won't make any money. But the day after, you'll be inundated with simply sending them through. I find that may be the best to do before or after the day, just so you don't waste any time. Speaking of time, let's buy some conveyors, because it's automation time. Where do we go for that? Shop. And it wants us to buy 3. I want to roughly buy 10. I believe it's 10. I'm going to get 11 to be safe. But I'm sure it's 10. If I can afford that. Oh, I've only got $600. Why have I only got $600? Okay, let's get 6. keep some money for a bill, which I know full well I'll have to pay tomorrow. Oh, don't know why 1 parcel's on the floor and I've got 1,000 racking spaces. Just gonna throw them all in here. Again, using the poor pinky for shift. The poor thing's gonna fall off by the end of this video. God help me if I do a double back-to-back recording, which I quite enjoy the game, so I might. But I can tell you by the end of this, I'll have to post a photo of it, it's just taped to my other finger, the poor thing. Anyway, we'll just unload this truck. Get these all in. 6, at least. I'm doing 6 strips. I'll wait to buy the pallet. When I can get the pallet, I can just walk in, put them all on and walk away. Forget doing this. Bear in mind, I've done this 3 or 4 times now. Because I've recorded this video a few times, having to restart every time, obviously, if I'm not happy with something. Meaning, just imagine how many miles I've done running back and forward with these boxes. Yeah, not best to be thinking about. But again, as soon as I get my own way of doing things, a bit more confidence in the audio, and just in my own presenting skills, really. And keyboard skills, clearly. Oh, place. Knows herself. Place, not drop. E. At place. E. Place. There we go. Ah, I didn't even open it. That's better. E. Place. So, as you can see, I'm still absolutely miles away. But it's getting closer. Let's end the day. 5 o'clock. Not doing any overtime. Get back in my little shed. And let's have a summary for the day. So as I said before, the prediction of denials being greater than approvals, almost double, 6 to 11, nearly double. So hopefully these 6 conveyor belts save me some time, simply just because I don't have to run back and forward all the time. Otherwise my finger may fall off. We're going into day 3. At the time of recording, I'm currently on 26 minutes. I'm unsure how long it'll be for you guys. However, I aim to sort of record for maybe 40, 45 minutes. I'm still learning how to edit. I've got a very good class online to kind of walk me through what I want to do. I know before anyone says, not ChatGPT. However, he's very good at helping set things up when you don't know settings. Can't slag him off. So every parcel has a cargo type. I feel like I've read that already. Or have I? Yes, I have. That's for the air freight. See? Already muddled myself up. So today we've got, let's zoom in, train and road freight. And over there you can just see the aviation freight is available. The game wants me to purchase a serial number keypad, but however I'm just going to hide that for now, because the last thing I really want is another job I need to do when I can't quite go a day without making a mistake. Let's have a look at these for today. Hurley's haulage contain 2 parcels, road type cargo 250. 9 parcels for 240. That's not worth it really, is it? 2 parcels must be valid. Destination is Mateen. That's 375. Let's keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to accept it yet, but let's keep an eye out for it. And destination Christine. So Martin and Kristen. Let's have a little look for those. Sounds like a terrible band. Let's keep an eye out for those guys and see if we can make some more money today. Straight away, Kristen. I don't remember whether it has to be valid or not, but we'll just keep it there. Invalid because it's been delivered by Ronald McDonald. This is... Smell my balls. I wish it was a real place. As you can tell, I'm clearly 10 years old. Smell my balls. But no, that's invalid, sadly. I didn't weigh it. Don't need to. Oh, C-type, 15 kilos. Perfect. 1.8 kilos for a box this big. Okay. Approved. And let's head on here. Ports, that's the correct flag. Category D, could be 20 kilos. Just double check it's 20. Yes, 20. Don't have to weigh it twice, but it's declined regardless. Declined. Getting use out of my new conveyor belts, saving me valuable minutes. Well, it'll be minutes throughout the day. This is category D, 20 kilos, delivered by plane to Soport. I assume this will be correct, simply because the game usually feeds you your first one. Or a new type. Yeah, there you go, correct. Print approval. And our first one for the aviation freight. Sent away. Oh, what have I done? I just jumped into a wall like Neo. Let's have a look. Last one of the truck. Aviation freight. C. 15. Correct flag. Weighs fine. Throughout doing this playthrough a couple of times, obviously to try and get something I call it optimal. You guys may think it's suboptimal, but trust me, the amount of times I've done this now, the one you'll see I can guarantee you will be the best one I've managed to get. Hopefully it's good for you guys, but again, I can only know by putting it out there and getting feedback. So, basically, I know in this game what roughly I need to get aiming for. I know that when you're doing approvals and denials, you can't overlap a sticker, which I thought you could. No, you can't. If you get it wrong, that's it. You just get it wrong. That country's fine. The weight's fine. We've got an E sticker, so you don't need to weigh it. But it's for Kristen, so it's going to go there. For a contract. I can't remember the other country, but I'm sure it began with an M. This flag is wrong, so declined. That's the flag for... I don't remember the name, but it's like Maheim or something. I don't really know. I could be talking absolute rubbish. That flag is wrong. It's a sure that's a poor imitation of a Scottish flag, but it's not in the game. Declined. I hope people at the moment are enjoying what they're watching. In the future, I may have to change up the way I do things, such as oh, pull that back. Such as adding maybe a little bit of music just in the background. Oh no, decline. Over there. Maybe just some music in the background. If you just don't want me to speak so often. It's not that I've got to fill a gap sort of thing. It's the learning curve, isn't it? I'm sure everyone who does this started out the same. Just a bit worried of having awkward silences. Even though we've got a cutting tool, which I'm still learning to use. That's going to be the common theme, as I suppose everyone's going to be with it being so brand new. People just got to learn. Obviously, there's so much I can do off camera, and there is trying to learn how to do different things. Oh, wait a second. This is another parcel, I'm sure, for one of the contracts. Keep it going. E, don't need to weigh it. Implant is the correct flag and rail. So, approved. I feel like I've not approved many parcels in this episode. Well, more strictly this day. The episode itself, well, I've not done that many parcels. Again, I know full well I can just throw all the parcels out the truck and a new one will come. But if you flood yourself with money right at the beginning, it kind of defeats the purpose of progression, if you ask me. There's no point forcing progression. Natural progression's so much better, in my opinion. Again, that's just an opinion. I'm not willing to die on that hill against anyone else, but everyone's entitled to their opinion. This is another one for Martin. Weight is fine because it's got an E sticker. Flag looks okay. Approved. Again, I don't know whether they've got to be approved, these flags, this contract, because I didn't read them properly. But money's money. Don't know what the people whose parcels these are going to do, but I suppose when it leaves here, it's not really my problem. As I say, pass the problem on to somebody else, isn't it? So, Kristine's the flag I seem to always get wrong, even though it's just 2 colours. That's approved. If anyone is new to playing this game, which at this point in time I doubt, it's currently on sale at the time of this video, which is the 60th of January. Hence why I bought it. And little tip from me, I don't have many tips, but a little tip. Instead of trying to interact with the printer, interact with the table, and then just go to the printer. It's just so much smoother. Maybe still a bit janky to you guys, but that's purely just down to me and my keyboard and mouse abilities. But if you're trying to just click onto the printer the entire time, it never works. It just never works. Link ball by train. After saying that, I just tried to click the printer and point proven, it didn't work. We don't deliver by helicopter. Wish we did, but we don't. So, declined. Just trodden over people's parcels. I'm sure they're not fragile. No glass, no ornaments. Should have a little rule board what we don't take. Ruining my realism. For example, we don't take carrots. Not Zootropolis. That's fine. I'm assuming this will be the last truck of the day, but I feel I need another Mateen parcel. Oh! Asking you shall receive. Whether it's a decline. Oh no. So it's being declined because the flag's wrong. Well, the flag's right, but the place doesn't exist in the game. So I don't think I can submit that for a contract. Luckily I didn't accept that contract. Well, let's just do this last two. See what contracts I can now complete. Instant decline, don't deliver my birthday cake. Stop clicking the printer. Instant decline. Stuck on the parcel, stuck on the TV. Oh, I need a bigger work area. And strengthen. Let's see if we can get an approval for our last one of the day. D, so it's 20 kilograms. Do this one properly, no risk. Stentum, yep. And for the last one of the day, click on the table, not the printer. Approved. Okay, so let's quickly take a look at contracts in the tablet before we do anything. So, let's have a look. Not doing that one. So it takes a moment for me on my screen for the right internet not to be blurry. I don't know why. It may just be for how fast I'm clicking it. So all parcels must be valid with approval stickers for Mateen. I think I've got two of them. Mateen. What are you? Mateen. So I can do the Mateen contract. Oh, I can't open the door with a parcel. Just throw them in there. Nice and fragile. Handle with care. Yeet. Absolute child. Grow up. These must contain 3 parcels. Destination Christine. I'm going to accept that because I've got 2 here, and I've just noticed got 1 here. Doesn't have to be valid, so just put that down here as well. Not all contracts are obviously going to be profitable, such as the 9 parcel one for about 200 or whatever it was. This is just 5 parcels, and I'll probably get just over 600, I believe it was in the end. So yeah, don't just accept every contract. Be a pain, pick and choose. Just like real life, don't accept everything. Just pick and choose. Or transit. This one. Throw. Shift. Sometimes you'll hear me calling out the controls. Again, I just don't play computer enough, and sometimes it's style remember. It annoys you. I do apologise. And tablet for the Mateen contract 375. The transit. Forgot how to let go. Even though it shows me on the screen, I forget. And that's another one done. I'll press this button. And just off those 2 contracts, we've essentially made all our money back that we spent on these conveyors. Now for the moment of truth. Submissions. 8 out of 8. Brilliant. Let's have a look at what these are though. Should have another 3, I believe. Submit. Perfect day for denials. Submissions. Perfect day for submissions. Oh no, I've got 1 left. I could have jinxed it. Just walk away from that while I go to the air freight. Perfect. 2 for air freight. And perfect day. Well, if they have an employee of the day in this game, get a little picture of me right there. Right there. Anyway, I think I shall take this time to get myself some more belts. Another Fantastic trip. Back and forward 5 times. Shift. Set this up. Every belt we get closer makes life that little bit easier. E. Rotate. I press drop, not play. There we go. Sometimes, with my experience on computer, I look down. Instead of pressing shift to sprint, I'm just holding in caps lock for absolutely no reason. Pick up this belt and place it. Nearly done. Couple more. It's just we've all got to do admin tasks in life, haven't we? Some people may do paperwork, some people may be a real adult and do bills. I'm sat here placing conveyor belts in a game that means nothing. Priorities. That's what we see, priorities. I prioritise spending my days off sat behind this little computer screen, my own little world, just relaxing playing a game. I don't only play simulator games. This channel's mainly aimed at simulators / indie games. You're all open to make requests for games. It's a free country, do what you like. I do play other games, just like Call of Duty and things like that, but they're more for me to play in peace, sort of thing. If anyone has any interest in seeing me, I'm not a good player, I'm not a bad player, but I'll probably would do that on Twitch mainly, just because it involves using my capture card and just a bit more steps involved, really. I don't want to get into it on this. But as we end off today, day 3, let's leave. Shut the doors. And go to sleep. Summary for day 3. 11 approvals, 11 denials, 2 contracts, perfect day. Normally that would be a little achievement in the bottom corner. I have it turned off, then popping up. Obviously I don't really want people knowing my name on things. Oh, I'm so small compared to everybody else, I'm 0, but privacy is privacy at the end of the day. But on that note, as you see this beautiful backdrop of Parcel Simulator, today I'm going to draw this video to a close. Final notes to say really is, thank you if anyone's listened for this long. I'm sorry if I got a monotone voice and it's just droned on for you. And I have picked up listening back myself. The word that comes up an awful lot. That's just my speech. That's all I can say. I can't really change it. That's just how I talk. I'm gonna hopefully, now I've cottoned onto it. I said it again. Now I've cottoned onto it. I'm gonna try and improve. If there's anything I can't really think of, instead of just going maybe just take a little moment, composure, and think of a proper sentence. As I say, it's just all about filler. But thank you to anyone who has stayed this long. I'm gonna get back in my little trailer. I really appreciate any feedback, any comments, anything you've got to say, and thank you for listening.